No changes. We've got guys playing pretty well, ones and twos, but no changes at this point. We still, have a few more days to figure it all out, but I'm pleased with who's playing with the ones.
Didn't just Patrol and Jefferson work at center this week, Coach?
We have worked both of them. We just haven't given them any live reps yet. This week, probably not.
Is that just kind of an emergency thing, giving them some snaps?
It just depends. You hate to play a kid that's trying to learn the offense a bunch of different positions. So, the one thing you have to be is confident. And if you start moving around and you start questioning yourself all the time, you can't play fast, you can't play physical. So probably not this week on a lot of movement.
What's the biggest challenge is Frank having not played center before is having to go through?
Well, I don't know if it's just so much the center spot as it is coming from high school to college. It's so different. The challenges that he had at center were, I understand, blitz rotations, and he's gotten a lot better at that. But the snapping seemed to come pretty familiar, pretty easy for him. And sometimes you can either snap and move at the same time, or you can't, and he could. So that part of it came pretty simple for him. It's just looking for rotations now.
Yesterday, somebody was asking Frank about if you'd changed it all since the recruiting process. He said, I was kind of concerned about that. Coaches maybe, or one way when they recruit you, another way when they coach you. But Coach Pittman's the same guy. He's the same guy that was begging me to come here.
Well, he's probably right. I'm a little different. I'd probably add another 5 or 10 pounds, But other than that, I'd probably pretty much stayed the same. But, yeah, I think that's the best thing we have in recruiting is our own kids. And we lock them up in a room with our guys, and if they're going to tell the truth, that's what we want them to do. We want them to be, this is who he is, and if you like it, come on. If you don't, then you need to go someplace else.
When you get a game like the Auburn game, August 30th, deep south, heat, humidity, at some positions, we would expect to see some rotation there, but would you do that with your offensive linemen?
I would if I felt like we could win the game with whoever I put in with. Yeah, I would. If we kept, we'd want to keep fresh guys. So if I feel like we're going in that game with 7 or 8 guys we can win the game with, they'll probably play because of the potential of the heat.
And you were saying yesterday you really like the depth in the competition. That you don't want to just have 5 guys and the rest of them can't play.
I do. The young guys, you have to get them out there to see how they're going to do. But the older guy, if it's close out there, we'll play them. Certainly I'm not going to punish a guy that's that much better than somebody else. I'm not going to take him off the field, punish the team, punish the fans, punish everybody. I'm not doing that. But if it's close, a fresh player is going to be a little bit better than a guy that's fatigued.
The scrimmage, there were, I think, 8 sacks. It's not a real game. It's not a real sack. But talk about that.
Well, one's protected the quarterback well. I thought we had a bust on one protection with the ones. But those sacks were with the twos, most of that, and certainly we have to get better with those guys, but right now they're not the ones going to be on the field on Saturday.
Was the run blocking okay with the ones?
It really was. We didn't have any explosive runs. I think maybe we had a 9, 10-yard, 12-yard run or something like that, but efficiency, we were high on getting 4 yards or more, and we didn't run a whole lot of outside plays. We're trying to get that inside push on them, and yeah, we were really pleased with our fits and our leg drive with the ones especially.
What have you seen from Brian Wallace? Coach said yesterday he's going to move up to the second team.
Yeah, I saw a little bit more, saw more than I have seen, so I have to watch the film. But he's very long and very talented, and he's struggling a little bit with learning the playbook. So we just have to. And the only way you can learn it, obviously, is to rep it. And today he finally got half of the reps out there. So I think he's going to be a good player for us. We'll just wait around and see what happens. But we do think he's talented enough to play this year.